graduated from the same school. There is often, though not always, some sort of generational wealth involved. Lower mid. A boarding school freshman, the incoming year for most new students. MIA list. The missing in action list is the list of students from that year's senior class who didn't make it to graduation, for whatever reason. It was printed in the back of the yearbook, and the class of 2006, whose senior shirts read, "I thought it was a good idea at the time," was rumored to have one of the longest in school history. Mid. A boarding school sophomore. A handful of new students are introduced to a class at the start of each mid-year. Morning meeting. A daily gathering in the auditorium in which a classmate, faculty member, or outside speaker gives a speech to the student body. Non ut sibi ministretur, sed ut ministret. Latin meaning not to be served, but to serve. Taft's school motto. Old boy/girl. An older student assigned to an incoming freshman or sophomore to show them the lay of the land. Postgrad, PG. Contrary to what you might be thinking, this has nothing to do with graduate or doctoral work. There are many ways in which white male privilege manifests in the world, but one of my favorites is when a school lets a senior transfer in for a 5th or 6th year of high school, and a parent is willing to pay that extra year of tuition, so that they have another chance or two at getting recruited to play a sport professionally or at a D1 school. That said, the admissions professional within me asks that I note that a postgrad year also serves the purpose of simply strengthening an academic record for college admissions in general, and can help students acclimate to living away from home for the first time in a lower pressure environment. But it also seemed to have a lot to do with hockey. Just saying. Prospies. Prospective students who come to campus for either a tour or an overnight visit. Screw crew. A punishment campus work detail assigned to students who racked up too many grades. Sit-down dinner. A formal dining experience once a week where students and faculty are expected to dress up and seating is assigned, i.e. the only meal where the black table and the Asian table don't exist. Tulsa. The Taft African American Latino Student Alliance, basically a black and non-white Latinx student affinity group. 10 School Admissions Organization. A group of Northeast boarding schools, Choate, Rosemary Hall, Deerfield Academy, The Hill School, Hotchkiss School, Lawrenceville School, Loomis Chaffee School, Phillips Academy Andover, Phillips Exeter Academy, St. Paul School, and Taft School, that collaborate in terms of admissions outreach and standards. Upper Mid. A boarding school junior. Students rarely transfer into a class at the start of an upper mid-year, and the ones who do are usually demonic, running from something, or both. UTC. United Cultures at Taft, similar to Tulsa, with more Asian students. White kids could join this one too, not that they were banging down the doors to do so. Prologue. For 3 years after graduating college, my Saturday morning routine was set in stone. Instead of sleeping in, I would get up with a 7 a.m. alarm. I pulled on a pair of Kate Spade heels, squeezed into something professional and high-end looking from my favorite floor at Lord & Taylor, and took the 6 train down to my designated Saturday morning haunt, a school theater overflowing with parents on Manhattan's Upper East Side. Each week from December to June, as many as 250 mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and responsible almost adult play cousins of middle schoolers made their way to one of New York City's most prestigious and expensive schools by 9 a.m. They arrived to vie for admission to the Scholars Striving for Success, S34, program, which, after months of grueling extra academic work, would guarantee their child a spot in an independent school in New York City or a boarding school in New England. Schools built atop precise, sharp-sounding consonants with single-name recognition like Spence, Choate, Hackley, Exeter, or Collegiate. Our program only accepted children of color, and this early in the morning they visibly slumped in their seats. Their parents' eyes, on the other hand, grew wide.